Hello and welcome to the Tomorrow News. Today we will find out what will happen during the upcoming week. Numerous conferences, parades, festivals and sports events await us, but to learn more, stay with us. We will begin with an important conference that will take place from June 9th to June 13th in Nice, France. This will be the third United Nations Ocean Conference, jointly organized by France and Costa Rica. This key global event aims to accelerate actions for protection and sustainable use of oceans in accordance with the UN Sustainable Development Goal 14. This conference gathers world leaders, scientists, politicians and representatives from various sectors to discuss important topics such as marine pollution, overfishing and the effects of the climate change on marine ecosystems. The main goals include implementing international agreements such as the High Sea Treaty, mobilizing financial resources for sustainable ocean economies and strengthening marine scientific research. Now, we leave Europe and jump across the Atlantic Ocean to arrive in the United States of America. There, on June 14th in Washington, a grand military parade will take place, organized by the President Donald Trump. The event coincides with Flag Day, the 250th anniversary of the founding of the American Army, as well as President Trump's 79th birthday. The parade will include over 6,600 military personnel, about 150 military vehicles, dozens of helicopters and fighter jets. Air squadrons will fly over the National Mall, and on the ground there will be displays of military equipment and honor guards. The event is expected to attract tens of thousands of visitors and expenses are projected to exceed $40 million. President Trump will deliver a speech during the celebrations in which he will emphasize the importance of the military, patriotism and the strength of America. In response, large-scale demonstrations under the motto "No Kings" are being prepared in over 30 states. Organizers describe the parade as a display of authoritarianism and militarization of national symbols. The protests will take place in major cities such as New York, Chicago, Los Angeles and of course Washington. Participants will express their disagreement with what they call the cult of personality. This parade and the related protests are expected to become one of the most significant and polarizing moments in the US political calendar this year. Now, we abruptly detach from political patience to remind ourselves that we are approaching mid-June, which means that summer is getting closer. With the arrival of warm weather, the energy of the music scene also rises, because summer is the time of the biggest musical festivals. In this context, let's look at what major music events will take place in the coming week. To start with, we'll stay in the US, where in Manchester, Tennessee, the famous Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival will kick off, held from June 12 to June 15. The stage will feature stars such as Olivia Rodrigo, Tyler, The Creator, Hozier, Avril Lavigne and Vampire Weekend. In addition to music, the festival offers art, camping and programs for yoga and sustainable living. Meanwhile, in good old Europe, several important events on the music scene will also take place. For example, in Barcelona, the Sonar Festival combines electronic music with technology and cultural innovations. The event which begins on June 10th and runs through the 15th, includes sets by Eric Prydz, Peggy Gou, Fortet, and the innovative Sonar Plus D conference dedicated to artificial intelligence, music production, and digital art. And in Donington Park, UK, fans of heavy sound are preparing for an explosion of energy with Download Festival. Held from June 13th to 15th, it will bring together rock and metal icons like Green Day, Korn, Within Temptation, black metal legends Cradle of Filth, and many more. Download is not just a festival, it's a ritual for fans of hard music. With its 3 stages, uncompromising sound, and loyal audience, it's an event experience with the whole body and soul. And after diving in the world of music, now it's time for sports. Next week, we will see 2 of the next matches in the NBA Finals. They will pit the teams of Oklahoma City Thunders and Indiana Pacers against each other. Both teams are seeking their first title in their current form. Oklahoma City, led by MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, decisively won the Western Conference Finals against the Minnesota Timberwolves, with 4-1 wins. On the other side, in the Eastern Finals, the Indiana Pacers, whose playmaker is Tyrese Haliburton, defeated the New York Knicks 4-3 and are reaching their first finals since the year 2000. The series began on June 5th and could extend to June 22nd if all the games have played. The first 2 games take place in Oklahoma City, then the series will move to Indianapolis for games 3 and 4 on June 11th and 13th. If needed, games 5, 6 and 7 will alternate between the 2 cities. All games start between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time and between 2 and 4 a.m. European Time. For fans of high speeds, the weekend of June 13th to 15th will also be exciting as Montreal will host the Canadian Grand Prix, one of the most anticipated races in the Formula 1 calendar. The race will take place on the circuit Jules Villeneuve, known for its challenging corners and overtaking opportunities. Also, the weather in Canada is always unpredictable, which will make for an even more spectacular weekend. The Canadian Grand Prix will be held on Sunday, June the 15th, and the race will be crucial to determine the direction of the championship. Will McLaren continue their dominance, or will rivals find a way to fight back? We'll get the answers this weekend in Montreal. And finally, we dive into the world of the king of sports, football. On June 14th in the United States, the most massive edition yet of the FIFA World Club Cup will take place, featuring 32 teams from all around the world. This tournament will take place in 12 stadiums across 11 cities, with the final scheduled for 13th July at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. The format includes 8 groups of 4 teams each, with the top 2 from each group advancing to the rounds of 16, followed by quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final. Among the participants are giants such as Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, and PSG, as well as stars like Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Jude Bellingham. The opening match will be between Al Ahly and Inter Miami on June 14th in Miami. The FIFA Club World Cup 2025 promises to be an unforgettable event that will unite the best clubs from around the globe in the battle for the world title. You can watch all 63 matches completely free in DAZN. This is the most interesting of what awaits us next week. Of course, besides these events, countless beautiful moments also await us. We just need to wish for them. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment under the video about the most interesting thing that happened to you during this week. And don't forget, tomorrow is a bright day.